Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the United Star. I'm Atanu Vadva, and this is the preview show for Manchester United women versus Tottenham Hotspur women in the WSL. So, as we all know, Manchester United are coming after a long international break, which I really condone. I don't really like the international break at all because it comes with injuries to our key players and it disrupts the form and the momentum of the team because as we all know we played against uh, Reading and Leicester, then we had an international break, and then we played against two three more teams: Birmingham City, Chelsea, Manchester City, the and the Durham game in the Conti Cup, and after that again an international break. So there aren't a long streak of games. There's these small games, and after which there is an international break, and I don't really like it. As I said, because it disrupts and it is actually really bad for the morale because the team is doing good, and after that you have an international break. The players go to their respective nations and represent their respective nations, and when they come back, of course there are some players who left who didn't join their respective national teams, and they come back and they stay back doing training. So there isn't training, like the whole bunch of players aren't training together for the whole international break. I know it is like it's football, of course, people want to represent their countries, but at the same time, whatever the governing body are doing, they are saying that they are going to introduce a World Cup every 2 years. That takes out the essence of World Cup. You look forward to World Cup after every 4 years. If it is after every 2 years, it's taking the joy out of it because it will become monotonous in my opinion, and that's why I don't really like this idea of World Cups after every 2 years. But there was a long international break. It seemed like it was a year since I last watched Manchester United women play, but it wasn't really that long. So yeah. So now we face Tottenham Hotspur in the WSL. The WSL table, as you can see, is Arsenal at the top with 15 points. They haven't lost a game. They didn't even have a draw. They have won 5 out of 5. We have Chelsea with 12 points, Tottenham with 12 points, and Manchester United with 10 points. So this fixture against Tottenham Hotspur is going to be crucial because if we win it, we are straight into the top three. And if by chance Chelsea lose their sixth game and United win their sixth game, United will be ahead of Chelsea. They'll be at second. So it's going to be amazing. So I'm really looking forward to that. And coming to the form table, Tottenham Hotspur, like I said, are third with 12 points. They're actually joint second with Chelsea, but Chelsea have a huge goal difference. I think they have a goal difference of 12, so they are second right now. Tottenham Hotspur in their last WSL League game lost to Brighton. Everyone was shocked, but Brighton are a good team. They are performing well. I think they can be termed as the dark horses of the 2021-2022 WSL season. And in the Conti Cup, I think they faced Charlton Athletic and they won in regular time. And coming to Conti Cup, United, as I told you, won against Durham on penalties. So in the Conti Cup, if you win on penalties, you'll get 2 points, and if you lose on penalties, you'll get 1 point. There isn't this system of 3 points and 0 points. It's like this in the Conti Cup. It's very weird, but at the same time, it is what it is. So yeah, in the Durham game, we saw Ivana Fuso play. She scored a goal. Ella Toon came off the bench and scored a world class goal. I was in awe of that goal because she took it from outside the box, and that was really the goal of the season for Manchester United for me. And in the league, Manchester United last played Manchester City. They drew 2-2 at the LSV. That was a game that I really wanted to win. Of course, it's the Manchester Derby. You win against your neighboring rivals, but at the same time, they were down to 10 players, and we did have a better squad than them. But we learn from our mistakes, and these are the types of games where you learn a lot. Of course, we got a point, but at the same time, we know that we have to be strong defensively because we can't be leaking away too many goals. Because at the end of the day, of course, the goal difference makes a real good difference. The goal difference makes a real good difference in the WSL because there aren't 38 games in a season. So of course, that's really important to have a good goal difference. And after that Chelsea defeat, which I think was one off game, I think after that Chelsea defeat, we really need to be on our A game because we can't be leaking away too many goals. We need to score as many goals as we can in a game. So yeah, so I think as to that, I think United have learned their mistake. They have worked upon it in the international break on the training pitch. Whosoever wasn't joining their respective national teams worked stayed back and worked on the training pitch. So I think as to that, I'm really hopeful that we'll have a good game against Tottenham. Coming to the injury update, Ivana Fuso was stretched off in the Durham game. She was subbed off because I think she had a knee injury. I don't know, ankle or knee. I don't really know, but there's no update on that. But I think she'll be back. She'll be back with the squad. And as to Millie Turner was injured in the Leicester game. I think a very bad knee injury, but I think she is back on the training ground doing light work. And United actually posted a few photos and videos of Millie Turner working hard on the pitch, coming after a long spell on the sidelines. And a lot of United players, Mario, Celestia Russo, Vilde Boris, Alia Carlton, appreciated, and they were hyping Millie Turner up. So I think the comeback will be greater than the setback. So I'm really looking forward to see Millie Turner play. I don't really know whether it will be this game or the Everton game where she'll be back. But yeah, Millie Turner adds that depth in the centre back position because we don't really have a lot of depth in the centre back position. We have Maria Torres' daughter, we have Aoife Mannion, we have Millie Turner who's injured, we have Tara Bone who's actually a midfielder but she can play as a centre back. She's on loan at Sheffield United. We have Hayley Ladd as well. She plays as a centre back for Wales, but for United she plays as a CDM. So I think, barring, excluding Tara Boone and Hayley Ladd, I think we only have two fit centre backs right now, and that's a bit concerning. But as we all know, Millie Turner is on her way back into the team. So yeah, fingers crossed. Hopefully it happens soon because I really like this competition that people have for a particular sport. There is a lot of competition in the midfield. We have very good players in the midfield as well. So it's really hard for Mark Skinner to choose a perfect 3-2-4, whatever the formation he's playing. It's really hard for him to select the midfielders. So I think having this dilemma of who to choose is actually very good for the team because that means you have good quality of players. You have good quality of players to choose from. So that's the only thing that I have. And coming to the past meetings that United have had with Tottenham Hotspur last season in the away game, which was in October 2020, United won 1-0. Millie Turner, who I just mentioned, scored a beautiful header. And I mean, this time she isn't around. I think hopefully she'll be back. She'll score another header, and she'll celebrate it with her teammates like she is doing in this picture. And in the second game, the home game for United, it was in April 2021. Ella Toone scored a brace. Kristen Press and Jess Six with each got a goal, and United won 4-1 against Tottenham. So this moment right here, where Kristen Press is hugging Ella Toone, this one really stands out for me, and one of my favorite celebrations from last season was this one. So because a lot of people, I won't really call out people, but a lot of people said that Ella Toon doesn't smile, she doesn't celebrate with her teammates, but actually she does. It's people taking things out of context. So yeah, this is about the past meetings. Now I'll, predict my starting 11. So it's difficult to predict a starting 11. I'm glad that I'm not Mark Skinner, who, you know, it isn't fair on the people we don't choose. It isn't fair on them because we do have good quality of players in this team, but we have to choose a predicted 11, and I think the predicted 11 will look a bit like this. We'll have Mary Earps in goal. She's been doing fantastic with the England national team. We'll have our two star fullbacks, Ona Bhatia, Hannah Blundell. We will have the centre backs, Maria Torres' daughter, Aoife Mannion. Aoife Mannion was captain in the Durham game. So I think she's the vice captain in the team. but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Mary Earps is the vice captain because she wasn't involved in the Durham game, so who knows? But Aoife Mannion is surely in the leadership role, and that's why she was given the armband in the Durham game. We have Jackie Cronin and Katie Zellem as well in the midfield. I think, like I said, it's really hard to predict a midfield three, a midfield four, or a midfield two. But I think Jackie Cronin makes the team for sure. Katie Zellem also makes the team because I think Mark Skinner trusts her, and as long as she's playing well for the team, I'm happy to have Katie Zellem in my team. And I think Katie Zellem will take the armband in this game because she's back. She wasn't involved in the Durham game. We'll have Ella Toon, our star number seven, as the number 10, and we'll have Leah Galton, Kirsty Hansen as the wingers, and Alessia Russo up front as the number 9. And Martha Thomas is back, so I think Martha Thomas has recovered from her injuries, so that means there's a lot of competition for that number 9 spot as well. We have Caddy Jones, Alessia Russo, we have Martha Thomas, we have Ella Toon who can play as a false 9. So there's good competition, and hopefully we'll get to sign some more players to increase that competition. The one name that comes to mind is Tina Blackstenius. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing the name right, but I really want United to sign that player because she is fantastic. I think a few days back she scored a hat trick for BC Häcken. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing the name right again, but she scored a hat trick for her Swedish for the club that she plays in Sweden, and she also won the silver medal in the Olympics. So that's really something special. And it's no one who doesn't know how to play wins a silver medal. So Stina Blackstone is a very special player, and hopefully we'll get to sign her because if we sign her, only among the top teams in the WSL, only United can guarantee her more game time than the others. So I think I also read somewhere that she is interested in playing in England. So yeah, Mark Skinner, if you're watching this, please sign her, please. Coming back to the Tottenham game, I think it won't be that easy. I'll be honest, it won't be that easy, but you know. We need to be at our A game because, like I said, these are the types of games where Mark Skinner really earns his badges, and it's we can't take them lightly. I'll be honest. They are third in the table right now. We have a good chance of breaking it into the top three for the time being, and maybe come second if Chelsea lose their sixth game. So yeah, I think this is a crucial match. It won't be that easy, but we need to be confident. We need to be at our A game, and Mark Skinner needs to field a perfect starting 11, perfect substitutions, and I think the key players for United in this game will be Ona Batye. She's been fantastic lately. She also had two assists for Spain coming off the bench in a game. I don't remember who it was against, but Ona Batye got two assists in the international break. And who can forget Ella Toon, our number 7, grabbing a hat trick against Latvia. She also played well at the Wembley Stadium, but she scored a hat trick against Latvia. So that was a really good game for Ella Toon. I think this was her first international hat trick, and that's always going to be special, especially when these are the qualifiers for the FIFA Women's World Cup. Not that England don't have the quality, but at the same time, among all the players that are in the England team, Ella Toone surely has the brightest future, in my opinion. There's Beth Mead as well, who scored a hat trick at Wembley. But I really think Ella Toone, like England in general, have a good quality of players, and Ella Toone being not if not the top, then one of the top players in this team. So, as to Mark Skinner, I think we need to trust him to field a good starting 11, like I said, and hopefully, we'll win this game. I think it's important to have a clean sheet as well because uh, it's really important for the goalkeeper, the defenders, because a clean sheet boosts morale of the players. It tells the players that they are doing their job perfectly. If not perfectly, then they are doing their job greatly. So I think it's going to be a crucial game. I'll keep on saying this. It's not going to be easy. We can't take them lightly, but at the same time, I'm confident that we'll be able to get the 3 points, a clean sheet, and a good number of goals because we need to have a good goal difference in the table. So that's that from my side. We'll be updating you all about the women's team matches, the men's team matches, the academy matches, and general discussion with guests on our channel. Our special series called the Starcast, where we talk with some big names from the footballing world, be it the fans, be it the players, be it the journalists, be it the reporters. So, stay tuned for that. And if you really want to come on the channel and, talk about something with any of us, any of the five or six of us, then please do drop us a text on our Instagram or Twitter handles. And while you're at it, do follow our Twitter and Instagram handles as well, and subscribe to our channel because we are nice people, and we wish to be at 5K subscribers before the end of the year 2021. So make that happen for us, and support women's football. Uh, there's like in the United fan base in general right now, there is a lot of debates, arguments, abuses. There are a lot of agendas, a lot of opinions. But as long as we do constructive criticism, we understand that everyone's entitled to an opinion, and we don't abuse someone. It really shouldn't be a problem for anyone. But we need to be kind to one another. We need to be respectful to one another and their opinions. And that's all that I'd like to say about this topic. You know, do watch the game. I think it's on Sunday, 7th November. Do tune into this game because the men's team aren't playing on that day. So you don't have any excuses. Support the women's team, and hopefully they'll be able to replicate a similar result like the men's team did against Tottenham Hotspur men. Yeah, I'm really hopeful for this game, but at the same time, it won't be that easy. It's a crucial game, and if we win it and Chelsea lose, even if not Chelsea loses, but we win our games. If we win our remaining games, we have a good chance of getting into the UWCL next season and getting into the top three, which is a really good incentive for other players who want to join Manchester United. And there's this added incentive because United are playing in the UWCL, and that's going to be something. So yeah, that's it from my side. Do subscribe to our channel, do follow us on our Instagram and Twitter handles, do share this video with your other Manchester United fans, and tell them that support the women's team, support women's football. Thank you and have a nice day.